Hello, my friend. I'm happy you're here today. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you wanted to speak, but you stayed quiet? Maybe you were in a class. Maybe you were at work. Maybe you were with a friend. You had a thought. You had a feeling. You wanted to say something, but you didn't. You stayed silent. And later you thought, why didn't I speak? Why was I scared? This happens to many English learners. You study at home. You listen to videos. You know some words. You try your best. But when it is time to speak, something inside you stops you. You feel afraid of making mistakes. You feel afraid people will judge you. You feel afraid of being seen. If this is you, you are not alone. And today, I want to talk about something that can help you. It is a simple idea, but a powerful one: the courage to be seen. In this episode, we will explore what courage really means in your life. We will talk about why it is hard to show your real self. And we will learn small, gentle ways to grow your courage, slowly and safely. By the end of our time together, I hope you feel lighter, stronger, and a little more ready to let the world see you, just as you are. Let's begin. What courage really means. Let's start with a simple idea. Courage. This word sounds big, but its meaning is very gentle. Courage means being brave even when you are scared. It means you try even when your hands shake. It means you speak even when your voice is small. Many people think courage is loud or strong or perfect, but that is not true. Courage is quiet. Courage is soft. Courage is inside you, even on the days when you feel weak. And the courage to be seen means this: you allow people to see the real you. Not the perfect you, not the version you think people want, but the honest you. Your real voice, your real ideas, your real feelings. This is what makes courage beautiful. But why is this so hard? Why do we hide? The answer is simple. We want to be safe. Every human wants safety. When you stay silent, you feel safe. When you hide your ideas, you avoid judgment. When you don't speak, nobody can laugh at you. So your brain tells you, stay small, stay quiet, stay hidden. Your brain wants protection, not growth. But your heart wants something different. Your heart wants connection. Your heart wants to be understood. Your heart wants to be heard. This is why you feel confused sometimes. One part of you wants to speak, but another part wants to disappear. And that moment can feel very heavy. Let me tell you a small story. Imagine a young man sitting in a cafe. He is listening to people speak English at the next table. He understands some words. He feels excited. He wants to ask a question. He wants to practice just one sentence. But suddenly he feels nervous. His chest feels tight. His mind says, what if I say it wrong? What if they don't understand me? What if they think I am strange? He looks at the people. They seem confident. They speak fast. And the young man looks down. He chooses to stay quiet. He chooses to hide. He leaves the cafe. And as he walks home, he feels a little sad. He is not sad because he cannot speak English. He is sad because he was afraid to be seen. Maybe you know this feeling. Maybe you have lived this moment many times. The moment you want to show who you are, but fear holds you back. The moment you want to speak, but a small voice inside says, not today, not now. But here is the truth. Courage does not appear in one big moment. Courage grows slowly, like a small seed. It grows every time you try, every time you choose to show a little more of yourself, every time you speak one small sentence, even if your voice is shaking. This is the heart of courage. Small steps, taken again and again. Now that we understand what courage really means and why we often hide, let's move forward. Let's talk about why courage feels difficult in the first place. and what happens inside us when we try to show our real selves. Let's go to part 2. Why courage is hard. Now, let's talk about why courage feels so difficult. You might think, if courage is good for me, why is it so hard to speak? Why is it so hard to show who I am? The answer is simple, and it lives inside your body. Your brain wants to keep you safe. Safety is your brain's first job. When your brain feels danger, it tells your body to stop. It says, don't speak, don't move, don't show yourself. Even if the danger is not real, your brain reacts as if it is. This is why your heart beats faster. This is why your stomach feels tight. This is why your voice becomes small. Your brain is trying to protect you, but your heart wants something else. Your heart wants connection. Your heart wants to grow. Your heart wants to be open, even when you feel afraid. That is why courage feels like a battle inside you. One part says, stay hidden, and another part says, please, just try. There is another important idea: vulnerability. Vulnerability means you show something true about yourself, and you don't know how people will react. Maybe they will like it, maybe they will not. This not knowing is what makes the feeling so scary. When you speak a new language, you become vulnerable very quickly. You show your mistakes. You show your learning. You show your real effort. This can feel uncomfortable because you cannot hide behind perfect words. You must stand there just as you are. Let me tell you a simple story. Imagine a young woman joining her first English class. She walks into the room slowly. She looks at the other students. They seem calm, but she feels nervous. Her hands are cold. Her mind is full of questions. Will I understand? Will they laugh at me? Am I ready for this? The teacher smiles and asks everyone to introduce themselves. When it is her turn, she feels her body become warm. Her heart beats harder. She stands up. She tries to speak. Her voice shakes. She forgets a word. She looks at the floor. For a moment, she wants to run away. But she doesn't. She chooses to stay. She says her name. She says one sentence. The class listens. They wait for her. And she finishes. When she sits down, she feels tired, but also proud. She thinks, I was scared, but I did it. The next day, she returns to class. Her courage is still small, but it is growing. This is how courage works. Not in big steps, not in perfect moments. Courage grows in small tries, in small efforts, in small quiet wins. Every time you try, your brain learns something new. It's okay, I can do this. And slowly, courage becomes easier. This is why courage feels hard. But it is also why courage matters so much. When you understand what is happening inside you, you stop fighting yourself. You start being kinder to yourself. You start giving yourself permission to try. Now that we know why courage feels difficult and how it grows, let's move to something even more important. How can you grow this courage in your daily life? How can you become a little braver every day? Let's go to part 3, how to grow the courage to be seen. Now let's talk about how you can grow courage in your own life. Not in a big or dramatic way, but in small steps. Small steps are powerful. Small steps are safe. Small steps create real change. The first idea is simple. Start with one small visible action. You do not need to speak for 5 minutes. You do not need to tell a long story. You can begin with one sentence. Say hello to someone. Ask a short question. Share a small thought. Every small action tells your brain, I can do this. And with every small action, courage grows. The second idea is to accept mistakes. Mistakes are not something to fear. Mistakes are a normal part of being human. They are a normal part of learning. When you speak a new language, mistakes will appear every day. But mistakes are not a sign of weakness. They are a sign of movement, a sign that you are trying, that you are growing. People do not remember your mistakes. They remember your energy, your effort, your kindness. Another idea is to practice speaking to yourself first. Many learners think speaking must happen with another person, but that is not true. You can speak to yourself in a mirror. You can speak to an empty room. You can speak to your phone while recording a message. When you hear your own voice slowly becoming stronger, you begin to trust yourself more. Your voice needs space to grow, and you can give it that space. Next, try sharing one real feeling with someone you trust. Tell a friend, "I feel nervous when I speak English." Tell someone, "I want to improve, but I am scared." When you speak your truth, fear becomes smaller. When you say your fear out loud, it loses some of its power. You realize you are not strange or weak. You are simply human. Another step is to create a safe space for yourself. A safe space can be a quiet room where you practice without pressure. It can be a kind friend who listens with patience. It can be a simple daily routine that gives you comfort. When you feel safe, you can try more. Safety is the soil where courage grows. There is also something gentle you can do. Repeat a simple mantra to yourself. A mantra is a short sentence that helps your mind stay calm. You can say, "I am trying." You can say, "I am learning." You can say, "I am growing." You can say, "I am enough today." These words are small, but they can help you breathe, relax, and believe in yourself again. Let me share a small story. Imagine someone practicing English at home. They speak slowly. They make mistakes. They stop and start again. One day, they speak to another person, maybe a new friend or a coworker. They speak with fear, but they speak anyway. And the other person listens kindly. They smile. They wait. They understand the meaning, even with mistakes. In that moment, something beautiful happens. The learner feels seen, not judged, not laughed at, seen. That small moment can change everything. It can give you the courage to try again tomorrow. This is how courage grows. Through small actions, through gentle honesty, through connection, through moments when someone sees you and you realize you don't need to hide. You do not have to be perfect to be seen. You only need to be willing to try. Just a little. Just a small step. Just one more moment of truth. Now that we have explored these ideas, you are ready to bring more courage into your daily life. You are ready to let the world see you more clearly, more softly, more honestly. Let's move to the conclusion and bring everything together. We have talked about courage, we have talked about fear, and we have talked about the small steps that help you grow. So now let's bring everything together in a simple way. Courage is not a big, loud thing. Courage is small. Courage is gentle. Courage is choosing to try even when you feel scared. You don't need perfect English. You don't need perfect words. You only need an open heart and a little willingness to be seen. You now know that your brain wants safety and your heart wants connection. You know that mistakes are normal. You know that small actions can make you stronger. You know that courage grows slowly, but it grows every time you try. So, here is my message for you today. You can show yourself. You can speak. You can try. You can let people see the real you. Not the perfect you, but the true you. And that is more than enough. Before you finish this episode, I want to invite you to do something simple. Sit quietly for 1 minute after this. Ask yourself, where can I show a little more courage today? Maybe it is one sentence. Maybe it is one honest feeling. Maybe it is one small action. Whatever it is, choose something gentle and real, and let that be your step forward. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for learning, for listening, and for trying. Remember, you don't need big words. You just need open ears, an open heart, and the courage to be seen.